All right. So I don't really know where to begin with this, um, especially because this is just like day one of the video game. But so down over there is the shore next to Castle Kaneda, which is what I'm assuming anyway is the end of Act One. I actually have no idea. I've only done 3 missions in the game. uh, like you can see down here, I haven't even like freed Taka. I haven't messed with like the Ronin. I haven't even done like Lady Masako. In fact, I've only done 1 mission of Ishikawa's. I've done like some side stuff, a good bit of side stuff, but I've not done anything like that. But I was just kind of like messing around because I'm a speedrunner. If you look at the other videos on my channel, a lot of them are, I'm a big speedrunner. Well, not big, but I would like to be big. No. But I'm a speedrunner of the Sly Cooper franchise. And this is, it's game made by Sucker Punch. I absolutely, love Sucker Punch's stuff, obviously. And, I kind of came into this game just wanting to play it, chill out, but at the same time, I kind of wanted to find some stuff. And as you can see here, um, I haven't liberated Castle Kaneda, which means I haven't rescued. I can't even remember the hell. I can't even remember his name. I think his name's like Shimura, our uncle. Yeah, Shimura. There we go. It's literally right there on the screen. So I haven't done any of that, but I'm on like the next part of the island. In fact, I've done a lot on the next part of the island. I've found like some Mongol areas that I could free. I think I freed one of these. The Mongols in this area are like they're a little bit tougher. They have like some more tanky HP, but like that's really it. There was some like really cool new weapons that they had and stuff, but for the most part, it didn't seem like the game made the enemies ridiculous. But that could just be because they might scale. If I come back here when I'm supposed to, maybe they're harder. I don't know. I literally have no idea. But I've like ran around here. Um, Something that's really odd though, and I mean it makes sense because I'm not supposed to be here, but there are basically like no NPCs. There was a couple people here in the rice fields. There was actually a quest icon here in Fort Ito that I couldn't get to trigger because I couldn't get inside the fort for whatever reason. It was just a pain to try to break into there. I couldn't find a way to get in, at least with my current equipment. I don't know. I'm assuming that like Taka is gonna like make me something fancy. Um, but for right now, I have no idea. I did this like little pillar thing down here and got like a super sweet like color set or whatever. I found a new die maker. I've triggered a few side quests like this undiscovered location. There were some people here in this marsh that told me about a lady that's like starving or whatever. Like that's what that's supposed to be at. So I mean, like I've triggered a few quests. I think I finished one of them. I don't know where, but I'm pretty sure I finished one of them. So like I've made progress. There's a shrine here that I'm pretty sure I can't do. So like I've made progress in this area, and like I said, I've found a couple of different like things that are just randomly strewn about. Right here is a giant like mountain range, and then there's like another like castle esque thing here that I can't get to. And I can't get around this mountain range. As you can see, I came down here and tried, but I couldn't break past this really. Like this, honestly, almost feels like it won't be breakable. But I could probably use the same technique that I did to get across to this part of the island to get to this part up here. I'm gonna show you what I did too. Don't worry, I'm not just rambling on, but I just kind of wanted to explain like what all has been going on. What I will say though is I have yet to be able to find any way to make story progress. Um, which again makes a whole lot of sense. I would assume that any story missions that could be triggered in this area, in this next area of the game, are just locked until after you've completed Act 1. Because there's like a fort or whatever back here. It's like a continuation. I can't even get into this. Like you can see right here, like right down there is where that beach is. The castle's like right over there. I can't like get into here, and there's no enemies over there. Like there's nothing inside there. Absolutely nothing. And unfortunately, the laziest game design choice in history, invisible walls, prevents you from doing anything. Also, nice get stuck mechanic, just like Sly. The closest like I've been able to get is like up here. You can get kind of like stuck up there. And I've also had this like clip me through the ground here, but there was nothing to land on underneath. You might be able to like sticky bomb the invisible wall and then like jump, get stuck, and then have the invisible like the sticky bomb blow you up and over the invisible wall. I don't know. I only have 2 of those because, like I said, if I haven't mentioned this yet, I haven't played this game very long. I've just been speedrunning for 4+, well, almost 4 years, so I know how to break video games. But anyway, let me try to show you guys what I did. I'll just teleport to this box then because it's close. So, I don't necessarily know if I'm gonna be able to do this quickly. Wrong way. Because it's pretty. It's not difficult necessarily. It's just it's kind of precise what you have to do and where you have to stand in order to do it. Because after you are in the water for a certain amount of time, the game triggers this mechanic that it's like a 10-second countdown, and then you drown. God damn it! Like a 10-second countdown, and then you drown. I'm gonna do this. So once you drown, like you just die, and then it just resets you back at the shore. But there is a caveat to this. Oh, screw you, Mongol guys. I'm trying to glitch the game and show people cool things. Go away. He's still chasing me. Or is he? No, whatever. That doesn't matter. Yeah, so there's the castle. Over there. Being all imposing. There's my horse. Oh my goodness. Come on. We've wasted enough of these wonderful people's time. Thora, we have to go. Alright, so what was it doing? Okay, caveat. There's a caveat where if you can touch any form of ground, not just the shore, but any form of ground, whether it's like glitch ground or not, the timer will reset back to 10. It won't give you your full like timer back, because like I said, you can swim for a while before this happens. Like as soon as I touch the water here, that timer doesn't start. I have a lengthy period of time before that timer will start. And in fact, I'm pretty sure I can sit here indefinitely and not have that timer go on, but it's only like if you get past a certain point where the game's like, alright, you shouldn't be swimming here. But it's not like that's the point. But if you touch the ground like this, then that timer would reset. And if you manage to touch any form of ground, if you have Jin come out of the swimming animation at all, that timer will reset back to 10. So what I did, I tried this a lot on the left side first, and the left side actually just seems impossible. And then I tried it on the right side for like 10 minutes, and it just worked. So that was fun. But we're gonna go for a little swim here. And when I say a little swim, I mean like I'm gonna save you guys like the time. I'm just gonna show you guys how to do what we're doing. So we're gonna touch right here. Right here is your first like checkpoint. Now, if you die at all during this, if you drown at all during this, you're gonna get sent back there. All the way back there. So don't die. So then from here, you're gonna sprint and jump through that rock out there that's jutting, because you want to get as much distance as you can. Take, as big of an advantage out of this as you can, and you're gonna get to right here. So now, Unfortunately, there are no other like easy ones to touch of this. Your next one, you're gonna have to be incredibly precise with it. But once you get this one, I'm fairly certain you can't drown for some reason. So we're gonna have to get it all the way around that rock over there. And the furthest that we can get as an advantage is like right there. None of these rocks over here update your position. Or none of these update your position. I'm thinking of Sly terms, sorry. None of these rocks over here will give you what you need. So you're just gonna sprint and just hope to God you jumped far enough. And hope that the stupid current doesn't screw you. And if you're lucky, you might just barely grab right here. And if you get this, you should just be golden. From here, you can just sprint. Like, you can just sprint all the way down here. I think it's around this corner where you finally have to get back into the water. But this is like counting as a shore for some reason. And you can see where we are. Like, this is where we jumped in the water to skip past the castle. And now we're here. And, so now you're just going to follow the coastline. And once you get to the swimming part, you want to just... I don't know if you have to do this, but when I did it the first time, I was so scared that I made sure that I stayed all the way, like up next to these rocks. I just wanted to make absolutely certain that I didn't accidentally trigger the drowning thing again. And for whatever reason, I never triggered it. I guess my explanation for it is there's one of two explanations that I can think of. The first explanation is that I'm not getting far enough away from this part of the game that's considered, where I'm supposed to be at. The game doesn't think that, hey, you're never going to be this close to the coast without being up top. So I'm not far enough away from the coastline to trigger that, hey, you're going to drown thing. That's honestly the most logical. I think that would make the most sense. But then there's a secondary reason that I feel like is a little bit more out there, but is likely probably just as possible. I don't even know. But it could be that I've gotten past the previous portion of the island's drown radius, and because I haven't touched the ground yet over here, haven't touched the shoreline over here, I haven't updated to this shoreline's drown radius, so I just can't drown anymore. It's highly probable that I could probably just swim out there and I would just never drown until I got to the end of the world or whatever, whether it's an invisible barrier or something, or maybe I would drown, I don't know. But yes, I said I was gonna skip this because this takes fucking forever, but yeah, and you don't have to stay right up next to it. I'm pretty sure that's blocked off by an invisible wall anyway. But I said I was gonna skip this. Yeah, I've been using it to talk. So yeah, I guess we can just use this this last little bit here if you would like to stay to recap until we get to where you're gonna land at, and you're gonna land at a spot that you get a fast travel point to. But I just want to show the full complete thing. So I guess just to recap here, that was weird. It's touching the ground there. I thought the first time I did it that it was the game bugging out, but I'm pretty sure it's just you're touching the ground. But anyway, recapping. This is letting you get past the first area of the game. Quite literally, from the moment that it sets you down, you can just do this. You don't need any upgrades or whatever to get to this next part. And it's letting you get to the second, I guess, area of the island. And get to, get behind Castle Kaneda. I hope I'm saying that right. Oh yeah, and right here there's just the water sound is just so bad. And I don't even know if it's the water or if it's like smoke up top. I don't know. It's just it's god awful, the audio right here. Into the next little bit. So yeah, this is letting you get to the second, I guess, general hub of the game earlier, and there are side quests that you can activate, but some areas that should be very obviously home to NPCs, there are just no NPCs there. I think I've found a handful of NPCs, and they're not even like characters that you can talk to, they just exist. Like in the rice fields, there are people that are like, you know, farming the rice or whatever, and that's it. But and I've been able to trigger like some side quests, but I have not been able to find any story progress. And that's pretty much it, I guess. Yeah, I can't really think of much else to throw into the recap. Yeah, I guess that's it. We're pretty much close. That thing out there, that's where we're gonna end up at, if I remember right. I did this like 4 or 5 hours ago. It's like 7 o'clock in the morning where I live at. I was just playing the game casually, and then I got to a spot that I really was like, man, I should be able to break into this spot. And I couldn't, so I got really mad. Like, not like actually mad, but I got really jokingly mad. I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna skip the whole first area. And I decided, like, I'm gonna do this, because it looked like it was something that I could do. And then I managed to find a way to reset that timer. And I sat there for just multiple hours trying to do it on the left side. And then, like I said, I tried it on the right side for like 5 minutes and got it immediately. So, anyway, just make sure you have those landmarks. But here we are. We're on the next part of the thing. And we came from over here by the castle. And now we're over here. And have the entirety of this area to explore. All of it. And there's not a lick of story progress that I can find. So, odds are, this is going to be absolutely useless for speedrunning. But, granted, I'm the only person that even knows about this as of this, as of this moment. So, who knows? Maybe when other people get their hands on it, they can find some things and figure some stuff out. You never know. But up here, this is the Pillar of Honor. I've already grabbed it, but there's like a color set for your swords, I think, is what it is. I guess I can actually go in here and like check it. Why not? We can show it off. I don't remember how to do that. It's gear, outfit. No. Is it outfit? It is outfit, yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a sword kit. Yeah, here it is. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is what I got from that. If you wanted to check it out, see what it was like. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Now you're free to explore. You have that fast travel point, so if you mess up at any point, and for whatever reason you do get sent back to the first part, you can fast travel there. Up there is that fort that I was mentioning, Fort Ito, where there's a dialogue option in there. And I don't know if it's important. It might just be a generic side quest. It kind of looks like a generic side quest. But I don't know. I can't get in there. I haven't been able to get into anywhere that was, predominant. That feels like it should be story-based. Over there is where I started the video at. I know this is running kind of long, so I'm going to wrap it up here in a minute. I just want to get up here and show that dialogue, just so people don't think I'm crazy. Alright. And then I'm going to go to bed. Probably, anyway. I don't even know. Alright, how did I do this? Down here? Oh, yeah. Oh, God. No. Also, how do you guys feel about the fall damage? I know you're watching this because it's a silly glitch video, but like, fall damage in this game's kind of rough. Not used to that in my Sucker Punch games, although I guess I've never played Infamous, so. Alright, where is that option? I think it's like over here. No. Somewhere over here. You can see it like dialogue bubble pop up. Oh, where is it now? It was like over there. Over that way. By that like red flag, if I remember right. I want to say it was around here that I was seeing it pop up. I promise I'm not crazy. It could be that it's gone now, because I did die at one point. I've actually died several times now. Just trying other like skips and whatnot, trying to figure things out. But I don't know. I don't know if that would make any difference, because I'm assuming that like these walls, you either like break down in like big story missions, or it's not walls, they're doors, or you find some way like around them or whatever. Because I know at one point, like Jin, the beginning of the game mentions like something to climb castle walls or whatever. To Yuna, asking about like Taka's inventing prowess. But yeah, I guess that's it. I'll wrap it up here. I apologize very, very much for being so long-winded about this, but I wanted to show everything, explain everything as much as I could. Before I go, if you've made it this far, I do want to I guess shout myself out here. I just recently decided to give up on my job because my job fucking sucked. And I've been really close to being able to just make it streaming full-time for a while now. And you know, we're basically right there. So, you know, if you haven't seen my channel before at all, before today, you know, I don't know how much video or how much traction this video is going to get, but if you've come to this channel for the first time and you're interested in speedrunning related content, like I said, I do speedrun the Sly franchise. I predominantly speedrun the first Sly game. I do pretty much every category there. I used to be the world record holder. Now I'm like 4th place in any percent, but I'm pretty sure I'm 2nd in the rest of the categories. And now that I actually have the time to play the game, instead of devote all my time to my job and sleeping, I intend to come back and get my records back for that game. And I've also been speedrunning the remake of the SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom. It's pretty solid speedrun. It's not nearly as cool as the original. You should check that out too. But I stream all my runs over on twitch.tv/Zenthro. And I'll have that linked in the description, along with my Twitter and Discord server, I guess. If you want to, you know, follow one of those, potentially come and check out the stream. I'm not asking you to give me money. You don't got to come and sub. You don't got to come donate or give me tips or whatever. But just come check it out. Stay for like 30 minutes, hang out with my community. We're a bunch of loving idiot nerds. And it would truly mean a lot to me if you would give me the time of day and just come check me out and see if I'm your style of entertainment. And if I'm not, that's okay. I'm not gonna be offended. Trust me, I'll be fine. So yeah, peace out, guys. Hopefully we can figure out something really cool with this. It'll be pretty sick if we could skip like the first third of the game, or however much of the game we would be skipping by getting to this part early. Yeah, that's about it. Damn you Mongolians.